We're riding it.
Located in western China, with a population of over 20 million, Chengdu is one of the 7 megacities in China. Currently, Chengdu has built more than 40 international communities. As one of the earliest international communities in Chengdu, Tongzling has attracted more than 4,000 foreigners from over 30 countries to live here. Welcome back to another episode of Walking in Chengdu. Today where we're at is called Tongzling, or what foreigners usually call Tongzling. This neighborhood sounds very familiar to both Chengdu locals and international expats. So today, let's take a stroll around this neighborhood. Hopefully we can feel the past, present, and the future of this neighborhood. In the early 90s of the 20th century, following Chengdu's open policy about foreign investments, a large number of foreign companies began to gather around the south of Chengdu, where Tongzling is located. When I was young, when I was a kid, my dad he is still working in Yuling, which is up north, just a few blocks away. A significant portion of my childhood was spent here. The first impression I had on this neighborhood is that it feels like I was just walking into woods. To most Chengdu locals, at that time, Tongzling was like the Upper East Side of Manhattan, Beverly Hills in California. We are at the intersection of Tongzling North Road and Tongzling East Road. You got this dome-shaped structure. This building architecture is very European-like. So finally, we're here. It's the neighborhood center of this international community. Let's go check it out. We Chinese usually say, a close neighbor is better than a brother far off. Neighborhood is one of the most important social relationships in China. This neighborhood center is a place where residents manage the community, reconcile conflicts, and facilitate communication. Every community presents a unique lifestyle, and everyone who lives here can participate in community management.
你好。
你好，你好。你是这儿的工作人员吗？
是的。
Brosnan is from South Africa, and he's a volunteer for community management here, helping Chinese and foreign residents in Tongzling solve all kinds of problems. I'm curious, what do you do on a daily basis as a volunteer here?
He was the assistant here at the community center a few years ago. Basically, the job he was doing is what I'm doing now, helping out with foreigners integrate into Tongzling community and Chinese life a little bit easier. A lot of the times we'll have foreigners who come in and need to know what documents they need for obtaining a work permit or a study permit, any of those, and we will usually bring them here and just show them the different steps that they can take. Come on in. So this is the local library.
It's really like family-sized cinema.
Yeah, right? it is. We work on a whole basis of sharing. So if you're going to take a book, think about bringing one as well. So I've actually traded a few of my books here before as well.
What I like about this neighborhood is inclusiveness of this neighborhood. You can not only taste the international elements, can also get in touch with this old Chengdu lifestyle.
Well, I definitely agree with that. In fact, not too far away from here, I know a really good spot that shows this off, if you'd like to
really?
see it.
Oh, sure. Perfect if that doesn't bother you too much.
No, not at all. Let's go.
Oh, right. Let's do it.
All right, here we are. We're at Chengdu Guangzhang. A fun place, I think. Let's go. It doesn't matter what time of day you come, there's something happening here.
Oh, like what?
If you come in the early morning, you see a lot of the elderly doing exercises here, stretching and working out. Now during the afternoon, you see traditional dances being danced, and at night this becomes more of a place for younger people. They come walking through the park. I often find that a lot of the elderly here are quite friendly.
Yeah.
And they're always wanting to have a chat with you. Even if they don't speak any English and maybe you don't speak Chinese, they're going to give it a try.
Right.
Yes. And I'm hoping to see more and more foreigners come to these kinds of places. That's why we recommend them quite often. Like, look, if you want to do something, go to these places, meet some local people, see what they're up to.
Very cool.
不难，打得来就不难。
好的。I just got like a really bad hand.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
一个，哎，赢了还。
You win.
Oh.
Although it seems Brosnan is not very good at playing cards, he still quite enjoys it. And what's more surprising is that when it comes to square dancing, he soon blended in with the elderly.
So if we go, we can go. So we go out from each other. If we come in, turn, go out,
Oh.
go in. And now I would over the shoulders.
Oh.
And go. Turn around. And turn one more time. There you go.
Nice. New ways of communication, new architectural styles, different cultures intermingle here in Tongzilin, and at the same time bring the most authentic cuisines from the world. There are more than 20 foreign-style restaurants here, featuring Italian pizza, Mexican taco, American barbecue, you name it. People can taste the whole world without even leaving Tongzilin.
Yeah, it's a little bit big.
Mike is Canadian. He came to study at Sichuan University 20 years ago and later chose to stay in Chengdu. He's been having this pizza restaurant in Tongzilin for 10 years.
And I used to work in a pizza restaurant in Las Vegas when I was going to university there. You know, really the only Pizza Hut or pizza in town was you know, the corporate, the Pizza Hut.
Yeah, right.
And you know, I feel like Chengdu deserved better pizza. My pizza is definitely Las Vegas style pizza.
Las Vegas style?
Yeah. Now I also do wood fire pizza in the wood fire oven, and that I try to keep it as close to Italian style as possible. So that I use only Italian flour, only Italian, even water and salt, and like everything that touches that pizza is, you know, from the Campania region of Italy, which is where Napoli is.
This burger, as far as the taste and texture go, it's really top notch.
For me, I love burgers maybe even more than I love pizza.
Oh, really?
Like these buns I make myself. The burger I trim all that meat myself. Like, you know, as much as I can, I touch every part of that myself and make sure it's done the way I want it. Yeah.
It's done by Mike.
Yeah.
Right. I've noticed that a lot of foreigners they're trying to start a business here. You guys have not only survived but also kept a good reputation in this neighborhood.
We were lucky to be in the right place at the right time. You know, that time that I started out in Chengdu, you know, Chengdu was growing the same way that I was growing. So I got to grow with Chengdu. But the other part of it is work. You've got to put everything into it. You've got to be passionate about it.
这边的话，从外国人他们自身开的一些店，其实非常多。所以说这一家在其中算是我偶然来尝到之后，感觉就是说非常适合朋友聚会的一家。然后它的整个风味儿的话偏向于浓厚，而且尤其它做的一些酱，能感到它用了很多心思在里面做。我相对之下会比较喜欢来这家店。
If possible, how long do you plan on staying here?
Like I said, I've already been here 15 years. I could probably stay another 15.
I mean, I can't represent all Chengdu people, but as a Chengdu local, I think we definitely need someone like you to produce more authentic pizza for us, authentic burger for us.
As long as you keep eating it, I'll keep making it.
I really enjoy that. Oh my god, it's so good. Now it's getting dark. Brosnan, he told me there's going to be a party at the Mexican restaurant, and the owner Nancy happens to be a friend of mine, so I have to go check it out. Let's go. The owner Nancy has lived in Chengdu for 5 years. As a native Mexican, she decided to open this restaurant and share the most authentic Mexican dishes and culture with us. Many Mexican and local foodies are regulars here. Besides having dinner here, I think they're going to play a traditional Mexican game later. It's called Piñata. I think it's very famous both in the States and South America. And basically it's a game where kids or adults are hitting this container hanging on the ceiling with a stick, because the container is filled with candies or toys or other gifts. If you break it, you can get the gifts or candy inside. Wait, how many circles? How many circles?
You need more because you are stronger. Okay.
I heard it's like 30. How many times? Oh. I got Snickers, Kinder's chocolate. I got a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you can't have Mexican taco without chili sauce.
Obviously, before we arrive, we have like a lot of doubts about how it's going to be. When we arrive, we love it. Love the food, the spicy food, the people, the traditions. That is like Mexico. People is very close to their families,
Right.
and enjoy life, enjoy every day.
How do you like this neighborhood?
I love it. Chengdu people is very kind and also have that kind of a lifestyle, like enjoying. Like you can be busy at work, have to do a lot of things, but still have time to enjoy life. Completely fell in love. So I think it's an amazing place for Mexicans because of the similarities I mentioned before. Yeah, let's go more Mexicans.
Yeah.
Come to China.
Tongziling has really become a microcosm of Chengdu lifestyle. Whether you're the elderly or young people, foreigners or locals, whether you like it slow-paced or fast-paced, everyone can enjoy in their own way of life here and make their own contribution to the community. There is diversity, yet everything coexists in harmony. This is Tongziling, this is Chengdu, this is my city, and this is our city.
A song inspired of Fujian is quite catchy among Chengdu locals.
50岁后，就生活在过去，所以我不喜欢照片，更不想回忆那欢乐的海洋。
I'm Cam, an urban planner and architecture designer, been in Chengdu for the past 10 years. And in those 10 years, I always heard of the word Fujian. What does Fujian look like?
这个地方得名，应该说是咱们那个比较一个美好的故事，司马相如和卓文君的爱情故事。大家为了纪念他，所以说这边整片区都叫抚琴，因为他们俩抚琴嘛。
他们吗？
对呀，就这个。
Walking along Fujian Road, you can easily find this love story. And between the new walls and the old buildings, you feel the signs of aging.
We've got sports, we've got a park here, we've got the barbecue, very unique in this area, the goat's meat, and they have a very famous Chuan Chuan place, and he's grabbing this ice cream. I think some of you would have seen the photographs. But this lifestyle still continue, or has it been retained in this area, you know? And wow, it is on the street. 你建多少年
？68年开始。
80年。
68年。
哦，68年。
我做发展了。
哦。What makes this place unique? 早上好。The day-to-day barber, the cobblesmith, the tailor. We also have a locksmith.
The traces of old Chengdu can still be found in Fujian. Although most of the buildings here were built in the 1980s and 1990s, the strong sense of history continues to attract people to come back here.
It's a remarkable process of urban renewal. You can see on the streets the detailing on the sidewalks and of the adjacent boundary walls, the combination of the new with the old. And you can hear the echoing of these birds. As it's getting louder. This cannot be real. Oh, wow. Now this you will not experience in the West. I mean, many people have brought their cages with their own birds that they've been preserving and looking after. Hello, 你好。
过来，本身上身了。
你好。Wow. My new friend in Chengdu. 他名字是什么？
包儿。
包儿，为什么包儿？
他是八哥，吉娃娃就是包儿。
包儿。
哦。
包儿，哎，你是什么？
过来，来。
哎，他知道红包了。是什么颜色？
它要这个颜色越鲜艳，它越好。
他走了。
看这是杂粮。
哦，
它为好看，听叫，叫声好。老年人主要是一个呢休闲，就有个乐趣，有个鸟，它有个精神支柱，就这样子，哎，好看这个鸟，哎，听起相当舒服，就这样子，哎，晓得吧？
对，哦，这个喝茶，
哎，喝茶喂鸟，
朋友还有看见啊？
对。喝点茶，
喝茶好
啊。
你喝什么茶？
小罐茶啊，改味儿。
改味儿，这个是四川话
啊，改。
好，谢谢。Cup of tea in the morning, best way to start the day.
这边以前都是农村，它离那个宽窄巷子很近，退休的老头儿啊，拉板车的这些逐渐下来，哎，讨口水喝，那么就这儿就寄居的一个场所。养鸟，你就有责任要给它养好。
有没有时间？
如果你不养好，你最好不要养。2020年特别打造了这个抚琴社区，鸟语花香，古香古色。抚琴这个文化就延续到现在，鸟社也成立了，茶社也成立了。
In an early morning, having a cup of tea under the ginkgo trees and gathering here with friends to chit-chat and watch birds become a pleasant community life. History has left Fujian to show its own unique community culture, and with the development of times, it is glowing with vitality.
Now we're in the West Noodle Street, Mian Gai. So it's depicting again an everyday street scene, and we've got an infamous xiaolongbao. And you can see the characters there. It says Mian Mai Guan, which is hopefully the business of the noodles will prosper. But if in reverse, Guan Mai Mian means only sell noodles here. This is great.
Around 1950s, 12 railway-related units from 40 courtyards of Fujian area were gathered. Therefore, people jokingly called it half railway city. Most of these people emigrated from northern China, brought with them love for noodles, and the fusion of food cultures from the north and south has formed a unique fast food culture based on noodles in this area.
鱼香肉丁面，
鱼香肉丁面，
麻辣牛肉面，
还有旁边是
有卤肉面，还有荷兰烩面、
鸡炸面，哦，回锅肉面、豆花面。And this is one of those. Hello, 你好。
Hello， 哦哟，你中国话说得好。
不是，我说一点点。Chinese noodles.
哎。
This one.
Lungfish.
Eel, yeah?
Lungfish.
So you've come specially for the eel?
Lungfish.
Very nice?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it very much.
You do?
And you?
I don't know yet. I've not tried it.
First time. Try it.
First time. Where have you come from?
I come from Deyang.
Deyang.
Are you hungry?
I'm hungry. It is lunchtime. I will take a seat. 谢谢。
Hi, beer.
Beer. Wow, now we have our bowl of eel noodles and peanuts. 为什么 peanuts?
不用那么高。Yes.
Together.
Yes. 怎么样？习惯吗？合适吗？
好好吃。
那就巴适。
巴适。为什么过来在这个位置？
这个地方很特殊。这个辖区里边，大概有2/3的居民是从中国的北方。
哦，北方的。
哎，对面那家面馆30年。
30年。
他开了30年。啊，这条街是今年春节开街的。以面食文化为主题，打造了一条特色商业街，就叫面街。其他地方没有，专门就卖面的。然后就是面食，比方说馒头、包子。当然你要卖意大利面也可以。
Cheers. Good.
Just like the contact between a white wine glass and a beer glass, the locals tell me that more and more young people are coming to Fujian, bringing new vitality to this old neighborhood.
Oh wow.
Welcome.
哎，你好，大概
看一下我们菜单。
你们特色的咖啡是哪个？
我们有一个叫
品牌的
梨醉福琴。Wanna try?
Okay, let's try. 你说这个咖啡是个福建的一个文化是什么？
这是一个比较老，成都比较老的一个城区，大家就喜欢享受生活，出去吃一点美食，配一点酒，所以说我们这个饮料里面就有一点杏仁酒，上面还有一点花生，就好像我们茶余饭后一起聊天的时候，就吃点花生，吃点瓜子，你知道？
对，我知道。你住在？
对，我就住金牛区。我是一个重庆人，我来成都10多年了，然后我一直就住在这个地方，还是对这个片区 它的变化，我都有经历过嘛。在这样一个老的社区里面开一个能够有新的文化、新的理念注入的这么一个店，也是我想要给这个社区注入的一种活力吧。也最父亲。
OK， 谢谢。
尝一下。
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Inspired by the Fuchin love story. Why你画这个？
其实跟我这个店，包括这个父亲一样，就是一种人文的气息。这部分我都还没上色，参加吗？
一起。
对，一起。
我不知道。
然后你也是这幅画的创作者之一啊。
Okay.
Thank you.
No, thank you. No, 谢谢你。Bye then, guys. Enjoy your afternoon. Bye then.
Historical changes, food culture, humanities and liberal arts, nature and life blend in this same area, forming the unique street atmosphere of Fuchin. I think that when the streetlights begin to flicker, the warm light at the end of the alley becomes the most fascinating sight of Fuchin.
多少钱
？3块钱。
哇，便宜。That's okay. OK， 谢谢。我要一件这个多多的。不，有一个这个吗？来。The transition from day to night has opened this opportunity for experiencing a multitude of generations of cultural experiences, the old and the new, the vibrant, the vitality of this place is so engaging. We connected with the local residents who live here. The majority of them were senior residents, but they were very active. I noticed there was a change in the creative class. They are moving into small niche areas, repurposing these buildings to create restaurants, coffee shops, record stores. It's not just one type of change. I think there's been multiple layers of change. I'll be back. I hope next time you can join me too.
Comment définir une ville? Par ses rues, son architecture, son art ou son mode de vie? Au fil du temps, les changements d'une ville s'opèrent au travers d'un mélange entre ses dispositions naturelles et les dynamiques humaines. L'ancien et le nouveau, la tradition et la modernité sont tous contenus dans cette ville, c'est l'apparence unique de Chengdu. Je suis Nicolas, je viens de France et je vis à Chengdu depuis 14 ans. J'ai eu le privilège d'observer le passé de cette ville et son renouvellement urbain. Cette fois, j'ai mis les pieds dans un quartier nord de Chengdu, Caojiaxiang, que les gens de Chengdu connaissent bien. J'ai rencontré un habitant qui a grandi dans ce quartier. Il sera mon guide aujourd'hui. 哎，老师你好。
你好，你好。
怎么称呼你呢？
叫我杨老师就好了。
杨老师好，老罗。
哎，你好，你好。
你好，你好。
你是第一次到曹家巷来吗？
哎，是的，是的。
哦，我带你看一看吧。
好啊，好。
好好。
哎，我问一下，你是在这里住了多久呢？
我8几年就在这儿住。
8几年了。
哎，对。
Caojiaxiang est situé au nord du premier périphérique de Chengdu et à l'extérieur de la rivière Fu, la rivière Jinjiang. Cette allée était auparavant une petite rue de dalles de pierre sur la rive de la rivière Fu. À côté de cette rivière Fu se trouvait auparavant le célèbre port de tabac de Chengdu. Caojiaxiang représentait une voie principale de transport à l'époque.
曹家巷 一条很古老的一条小巷，它是分为内曹家巷和外曹家巷。我们现在所处的位置，这个街刚好在这个街点叫做内曹家巷，这边叫外曹家巷。你现在视觉所看的地方，那边已经是高楼大厦了，这边还是保持着我们原来的这种风格。我们现在就看到了这个地方，这个地方就叫工人村，这种红砖房。您看到的是这种现在不容易看到这种建筑了。
是
我从小就在这个区域，在这个区域长大，到了现在我都这么大了，他现在还是这样。
Monsieur Yang me dit que dans les années 50, Gongren-Suen a été le premier quartier résidentiel pour les bâtisseurs de la ville de Chengdu. Les ouvriers et les artisans de cette époque vivaient ici, d'où le nom de Gongren-Suen. Au cours du développement de Chengdu, le quartier de Gongren-Suen a donc porté la mémoire des quartiers nord de cette ville. Et c'est aussi un microcosme de la vie des générations de cette époque.
我们小时候在这儿的时候，这种红砖房的这种开间很大，所有的小朋友都是在这个地方去跑去玩的，对不对？然后每家每户都有一个小小的花园，然后有一个天井，是井水没有自来水。对。然后这些地方每家每户邻居之间的关系，这个是相当融洽的。烧一份肉，炒一份回锅肉，大家都是出来分享我这个味道。
是的，
这个就是我们老成都的生活，其实就是在这种巷道里，这种楼栋间，然后再进行继续的。给我们的外国朋友打打招呼啊！看看你们的环境。
你们好，
黄大爷在这儿住了好久了。你是从小姑娘住到现在？
可能30多年了。
哇，成都就在这里。
就在这里的。
所以已经有18年是吧
？18年，给你幽默一下。
58年了，谢谢。
那你们现在住的这个地方和当时你出生的时候有什么区别呢？
哇，区别大了。
大了哈。
当时我们的楼房是2层楼的。
2层楼的哦。
房子，然后一个大厨房，大家都在一个。
公共厨房，
真的还是很好的回忆。
大厨房里面谁家炒肉都知道，谁家炒我都知道。
我很喜欢这个地方，但是
为什么那么喜欢呢？
因为我出生在这里啊，我还是爱这里，
有感情，对不对？
真的是有感情。
这个红砖，其实从你们这种头一次外来的来看，它只是有一个视觉的冲击。其实对这儿生活的这种曹家巷的工人村的人来说，它是承载着这种美好的记忆。生活在这儿的本地人来说，它是有情感的，是有灵魂的。
是。Les murs tachetés, les fenêtres cassées, les bâtiments ont gardé leur apparence qu'ils avaient dans les années 50 et 60. On peut facilement s'imaginer comment les gens vivaient ici il y a des décennies. Les vendeurs, les vieux habitants représentent l'atmosphère tranquille et simple du vieux Chengdu. Je suis étonné qu'on puisse encore trouver de telles zones cachées dans le Chengdu moderne.
王老师，这个就是我们的社区会客厅。
哇，挺好看的。
对，它原来是我们的社区服务中心，然后因为我们的社区服务中心搬到更大的区域了，这个地方闲置下来，然后我们通过这种更新改造，把它做成了这个我们居民，包括老年人、小朋友和青年人都喜欢的这么一个场所。也可以在这儿来喝茶，也可以在这儿找老物件，也可以把自己家里面的老物件放到这个地方，由我们来保存，他来随时可以来看。
这个像一个里面放什么水还是？是不是热水袋？像现在的热水袋。
对，那个时候北方叫汤婆子，成都叫做暖手器，这里面加上热水以后可以保很久。这是我们居民捐赠的一些东西。
可以看一下吗？还是？
可以。
偷偷看看他们的秘密啊。
悄悄地看一看吧。
这个是哪个年代的？
上面有邮戳，你看一下。
98年。
98年的。您打开看看。
为兄对不起哥啊。讲到
收到您的来信已很久了，现在才给您回信，请兄弟不要怪罪。这个是一个2兄弟之间的一个交流。收到信以后，因为这种原来的这种交流是通过书信、电话不多嘛，是见字如面。
Okay, let's put the music on. Vous voyez bien que les objets ici sont tous vraiment très rétro et on peut vraiment revivre les scènes de l'époque. Je vais passer un peu de temps ici et m'imaginer, oui, les années 90, 80. C'était bien. La 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 la, bienvenue à Chengdu. Bling 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 bling.
工农村嘛，以工人为主，工匠就是手艺，这个就是工人村有这么一个项目，就给我们这边的相结合起来了。
Oh oui, c'est. Ici, vous pouvez découvrir que c'est non seulement un centre communautaire, mais aussi une zone qui favorise l'intégration et l'échange entre les générations à travers la réappropriation de design rétro et l'artisanat manuel. Je marche à présent dans la rue de Jiangrenli qui se trouve à côté du quartier Gongrensun. Au début de cette année, le quartier a réhabilité cette rue consacrée à l'artisanat dans la continuité historique et culturelle locale. À présent, de plus en plus de jeunes arrivent ici et donnent une nouvelle vitalité au quartier.
你好，你好，你好，你好。
这个是什么茶？
这是我们四川独有的品种枇杷茶做的。我们这是个咖啡馆，有时候做茶和咖啡的一些结合。
咖啡跟茶结合？
对对对对。
哎呦，我很好奇啊。
我要不要来体验一下自己做的煎茶饼？炙烤一下，首先是去掉它的一些浊气。对，我们把它碾细，等一下。
这个应该差不多是吧？
可以的，可以的，可以的。茶汤更好萃取。我们选的这个地方呢，老城区一种新的基调在里面，旧的地方有一些新的一些面貌，比如我们的茶和咖啡这种结合呀，也是新的东西结合起来。
C'est vraiment très intéressant. Gongrensun est juste à côté. Et ici, c'est le nouveau quartier culturel et créatif où l'ancien et le nouveau sont bien intégrés. On peut y trouver de nombreuses boutiques originales comme celle-ci qui sont tenues par la nouvelle vague émergente d'artisans. Il y a une rue très célèbre à Chengdu. Chaque année, lors de la fête des bateaux dragons, cette rue se consacre entièrement à la fabrication des zongzi. C'est la rue de Maandong, près de Caojiaxiang, et c'est là où nous nous trouvons maintenant. Bien qu'il reste encore un mois d'ici la fête des bateaux dragons, certains magasins commencent déjà à s'activer. 你们好，这里是买粽子的是吧？请问一下有哪一些味道呢？
味道都有10几种。
都有哈。10几种品种有。那我问一下，阿姨是在这里住了已经多少年了？
几十年。
几十年的。你是不是正在做粽子？
正在做。
可以给我看一下吗？
来看嘛，可以。小包嘛，插进。
插进去 ，OK。
手比较松哈，手不松。
啊，对，好，不松。
多嘛，多下去要插。
多下，OK，那我再加一点。
可以不加了。
可以不加了。
不加了，因为还装肉的。
哦。然后这我们是肉馅的。
没有肉，这儿超过了2点。好，我拿个那个枣子给你吃哈。
哇！Il est tout chaud. 可以。来尝一下。L'ancien et les tendances, la tradition et la nouveauté, Caojiaxiang les fusionne dans une dynamique de développement organique qui se nourrit de cette nouvelle vitalité qui parcourt ces rues telles des veines qui l'alimentent. Ok. 你好，你是这里的主人嘛，是吧？
对。
哦，
这个书店很有意思，它是老房子改造的。然后呢，就是在城里面比较少有的，就是有一个花园。要不然你去看一下。
好。
我们种了很多这个香料，你可以用香料喝一杯饮料。
这个应该是番茄吧？
对，这是番茄。
薄荷。
对，薄荷。
这个特别香啊。
对。
哇，味道好浓啊！
迷迭香，我给你做一个饮料，你试一下。
好。那为什么选择了这样的一个老小区来做这样的店呢？
我们夫妻俩都是那个设计师。其实老的这些小区，我们说老的房子嘛，哈，它是有很多的这个可能性的。其实这样闲置的房子在老的这个城区，它是可以活化的。所以我们自己把它设计了，然后又变成一个书店，就让很多人感受，其实老房子可以有新的一些功能和新的生命力。我们希望真正的深入这个地方，真正了解一个老的社区，它周围人的生活形态，以及我们可以有什么方式去活化这里。其实是个双向的，所以我们也是受益者。
是。En vous promenant dans ce quartier, vous pourrez découvrir que dans certains vieux bâtiments résidentiels se créent de nouveaux espaces. Cela apporte une nouvelle énergie et une nouvelle vitalité. Ici, le nouveau et l'ancien fusionnent et c'est vraiment pas mal.
En tant qu'unité fondamentale de la ville, les quartiers en contiennent tous les détails. Avant-gardistes ou traditionnels, ils représentent le mode de vie le plus confortable des habitants. Je pense que Caojiaxiang a une présence particulière dans la ville. Il garde l'empreinte du temps. Aujourd'hui, une nouvelle génération vit ici et apporte une nouvelle énergie. C'est l'apparence unique de Caojiaxiang.